So, throughout the vlog,
What are you trying to say?
elements.
Oh no, brown cow.
Okay, so it's personal accountability.
Accountability.
Welcome to day 31 of What I Learned Today. So I got my roommate Alex with me.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
I'm glad you could join us. So what I learned today is that success takes personal accountability. So we've been talking for a few hours about this whole ordeal, which is, when you want to improve yourself, you have to compare yourself to, what you learned or what you were yesterday. If you compare yourself to what everyone else has been learning for the last, month or on a day-to-day basis, you're never going to be sufficient. You're never going to grow. You have to compare yourself to what you were yesterday and how you've grown since then.
Yeah, I agree with that. It seems like today everybody's concerned with who has it worse or who's coming out of a lesser area, lesser scenario, and we're just competing to see who has, a less good life. And that's not getting us anywhere. We don't care about this personal growth. We just care about complaining and saying, who has it worse in different ways, and it's not really productive to anybody. It's a little bit sad, seeing it on social media all the time, seeing everybody complaining and saying, my life is this bad, and people are just getting disappointed all the time, and bums everybody out. It's not productive. Nobody's growing from it.
Yeah, I mean, I equate it to a race to the bottom where everyone wants to state how bad their life is. I mean, like, hey, I have to work 50 hours a week to make rent, or I am thousands of dollars in student loan. Everyone in that group where everyone feels bad from themselves and sympathizes. Yeah, that's great that everyone feels good for themselves. Everyone wants to feel positive and be like, oh, we're all in this together. But what's really productive is, what did I do yesterday? What did I accomplish? What can I do to make myself better the next day? The whole mentality of feel bad for me. We're all in this sinking ship together. Let's all sympathize what our mortal quarrels are. It's just not really productive. And there's always going to be better people than you. We're in a giant world. We got millions and millions and billions of people. And there's always going to be a bigger fish. And if you continue to compare yourself to others, even if it's, some people have it worse than us, some people have it better than us. If we do that, we're going to feel smaller and smaller. And that's just the opposite and is contradictory to the growth that we all need.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with that. I think people are always looking into their life and nitpicking the little things that are wrong and just blowing them out of proportion to get people to comment on them and to say, that's not so bad, maybe something can be fixed, or maybe you can do something like this. But it's not like we take the criticism. We just want to see that other people are feeling bad for us. And like I said before, you don't grow from that. It's just a little Band-Aid, it makes you feel better, and that, might be pleasant for a minute, but you have the same problems tomorrow and the day before. If you don't get bigger and grow and help yourself to solve these problems, you're just going to keep having them. And you're just going to be caught in this cycle of, you talk about your problems and someone says, oh, I'm so sorry for you. And you keep having these problems and you'll never grow from it. You'll be in the same rut forever. And we're almost becoming a little desensitized to this kind of thing because that's all we're used to. We're not used to growing and fixing the problems on our own. We're just used to expressing the problems and getting feedback from our friends or whoever else views them.
And I think that ties into just the people that you want around you. You gotta have people that want to make you better. You don't want people to support your own rut that you mentioned. You don't want people to dig that hole deeper that you're in. You want people to challenge you to be better. The people the friends, the best friends are the people that make you uncomfortable with where you are because they want to make you better. So I agree with a lot of what you're saying. We've talked a lot about today, but I think that's generally what we both learned today, is that success takes personal accountability, and that's not just with yourself realizing what you were yesterday, but that's also finding friends that will challenge what you were yesterday, saying, hey, you can do better than what you were yesterday, and you can be the best person you can be by looking and seeing what you can improve. So I think that's what we learned today.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the hardest things to do as well. Like, everyone wants friends that make them feel comfortable and happy and in a pleasant little zone, but those friends, they're great, but they don't help you grow at all. And like Kyle said, you need those friends that break you down and build you back up in ways that make you stronger than you were before. And those are some of the hardest friends to find and keep, but they're the most important friends to have, way more important than the fluffy friends that just compliment you all the time.
I think that's the best way to summarize what we learned today. We had a long, lengthy discussion about this whole ordeal. So that's what we learned today. So on to feelings time. Something that made me feel negative is that I meant to call that one person and say that I wasn't going to do the website stuff, and I never really got to it. So I feel that I was failing myself in my goal, and I foregoed something that was difficult and personally challenging for what was comfortable, which was avoiding the problem. That's something that made me feel negative. Did you feel anything particularly negative today, Alex?
Negative. Okay, well, negative for me, it's not huge, but there was, I'm coming down to the end of my semester here, and there's a lot of things that I needed to get done. And today I kind of chose a little more leisure time as opposed to doing some of the work that I should have. As I've gone through school, I know that it's way better to split up your work and work on it bit by bit until it's done. And today I just kind of slacked off, didn't really get done when I needed to. And I'll just have to work harder tomorrow, and keep growing through that. So less work today, more work tomorrow.
So through the different vlog elements, you probably saw that my positive moment today was seeing the head football coach of my university and the director of the marching band address the football team. It was very cool experience. It was a very cool experience interacting with some of the support staff for the football team and seeing how the head coach interacted with the football team. It was very cool. And I was just recording that for my documentary. So that was probably my positive experience today. Alex, do you have any?
Yeah, positive. Today was my last day of in-person classes. So I took the exam. I should have a B in this class if everything goes according to plan. So I'm happy. I just got to button up some online stuff and then I am graduated. So yay, good for me. I'm out of here.
So that was it for Feelings Time. As usual, if you would like more content like this, hit that subscribe button and tune in every day for a new video. Let us know something that, something growth related. Maybe you realize that you've grown out of a friend that kind of held you back, or you've met someone else that has challenged your own belief system that's encouraged you to grow further. Leave that comment down below so we can all learn together and grow together. And with that, we'll see you tomorrow.
That was good. Yeah, you should go pee. You might not be able to for a while.
I just got a little